Welcome to Bali, the island of temples, rice terraces, and iconic beaches. But in 2025, Bali is busier and more talked about than ever. So we came here to find out, is Bali still a tropical paradise, or has it become totally overrated and overcrowded? During this trip, we explore Ubud, Uluwatu, and Munduk, three very different sides of Bali. From breathtaking rice terraces and stunning beaches, to cafes, temples, and even a local cooking class, the potato fritters are ready. We experienced most of what Bali has to offer. So stay tuned, because along the way, we'll share some useful travel tips, and at the end of this video, we'll let you know if we think Bali is still a destination worth visiting. Our first stop is Uluwatu, located on the southern tip of Bali. It's famous for its dramatic sea cliffs, surf beaches, stunning sunsets, and one of the island's most iconic temples. But getting here from the airport is quite chaotic. It's taken us 2 hours to travel 23 kilometers, and honestly, this traffic isn't even the worst of it. But once you arrive, you understand why so many people make the journey. So let me take you on a tour of the hostel that we're staying at in Uluwatu. So this is our private room that we are sharing. It has a double bed, a cupboard to store some clothes, an AC, and a bathroom with a shower. Very simple but cozy, and this bed is very comfortable. The hostel grounds are really beautiful, so they have a lot of these seating areas where you can chill and socialize. We also have a pool, which feels like luxury. There's already people using it. And then there's some more private rooms and another chill out social area, I suppose you can say. And this little house is reception, so you'll walk through there after checking in. And these are the grounds. It's so beautiful. It feels like we're living in a jungle. So there are some private rooms up there. And then down here is the hostel. So if you want to buy a bed. I can't take you in now though. And then there's yet another chill out area, or I think this is part of the kitchen. And here is the restaurant where you can get free breakfast. So the name of this hostel is Home Bien's Hostel, and it's about a 15 to 20 minute scooter ride or car ride away from the main strip in Uluwatu. So the place where a lot of the hostels are, resorts, trendy cafes, bars, is in Pekatu. So we're staying just outside of that because it's a little less busy, less crowded, less touristic in this area. And from our experience, we highly recommend. Although if you are wanting to be closer to the hub of it all, definitely find a place in Pekatu where everything's pretty much walking distance in terms of the bars, restaurants, cafes, eateries, etc. Speaking of food, it's time to explore what Uluwatu is best known for besides the beaches. That's right, cafes and the food scene. Uluwatu is packed with trendy restaurants and cafes, and trying to choose which cafe to go to can be quite a stressful situation, especially when the menu has a little bit of everything.
Salads, pizzas, smoothie bowls, they have burgers and wraps, but the thing that seems to be the most popular here is their acai smoothie bowls.
But of course, when you're in Bali, you've got to try some Balinese classics too. We've come for dinner at a Balinese restaurant with a little bit of a Western influence, and it's called Warung Local. So you can either order a meal from the menu itself, or they have a buffet going where you can choose your own spread. And I think a lot of people go for the buffet because the queue was out the door on the street. So it must be good. Okay, so our dinner's arrived and we've ordered 3 meals. So this one is a nasi goreng, which is like a chicken fried rice, but they've put the chicken on the side. And then over here we have gado, if I'm saying that correctly. It's a vegetarian meal with tempeh and tofu. Looks really delicious. And then we have a portion of vegetarian spring rolls. After checking out a few of the most recommended spots around Pekatu, we can definitely say that the food lives up to the hype. And you could seriously spend days just eating your way around Uluwatu. But of course, Uluwatu is about more than just food. So let's head to one of the most famous seaside temples in Bali.
Okay, so when you come to Uluwatu, one thing you must do is visit the Uluwatu temple and see the Kisak fire dance show, which happens in the evening.
But hot tip, you need to book your tickets in advance online, otherwise it's going to be sold out. We got here at 4:30 trying to buy tickets for the 6 p.m. show and it was already sold out. So luckily we waited in line and got tickets for the 7 p.m. show. But rather book your tickets online. And just so you know, when you enter the Uluwatu temple, you will have to wear this purple sarong. They hand them to you at the door if you're wearing shorts or a skirt. And just remember to always cover up your shoulders when entering a temple. It's just a sign of respect.
So the Uluwatu temple isn't just a beautiful temple. It's on this beautiful grounds where you can actually take a nice forest walk and you'll encounter some hungry monkeys, but it's okay. And you have some cliffside views to look at. And then there's an amphitheater just on the one side of the temple where you have the fire dance. But on this side is the stunning view of the temple. We highly recommend arriving at around 4:30 p.m. and taking a slow stroll around, admiring all of the stunning views.
So this place is actually a lot bigger than it looks. The walking path goes on for about a few kilometers and you get to see the most stunning views of the ocean, and if you wait around until 7 p.m, you'll get to see an incredible sunset. However, this was one of the most stressful walks we have ever had because these monkeys were terrorizing us.
I had the scariest monkey encounter at this temple. A monkey almost ate me. The monkeys like to sit on the railing and watch people, and I didn't know that. So as I leant over to get that perfect picture of the temple, a monkey was looking at me and it went and it actually jumped on me and it scraped my back. But luckily it didn't get my phone and we're all okay.
And guys, we saw the most scary thing happen. One of the monkeys took a girl's phone. And so she tried to fight the monkey to get her phone back. So she grabbed its tail and then it went and then a whole bunch of monkeys ran out of the bush and started attacking her. And all the monkeys were attacking this girl. And I went screaming and running away like, ah! And it was all just really scary. And the girl never got her phone back. I think the monkey actually threw the phone over the cliff. So it was really hectic. So be careful.
So when entering the temple, there are typically 2 different entrance fees that you would pay depending on what you want to see.
So it's 50,000 to enter the temple and then 150,000 to watch the fire show.
Which is definitely something you should see when visiting Uluwatu. And boy, does it get busy. When we were lining up to enter the amphitheater, it honestly felt like we were entering a Beyonce concert. And it kind of felt like we were watching something that we weren't supposed to be. The show was certainly interesting and a little bit overstimulating. However, it's really one of the best ways to immerse yourself in the culture. But of course, no trip to Uluwatu is complete without the beaches. Uluwatu is known for being one of the surfing capitals of Bali. So of course you have to check out some of the beaches while you're here. And we've just arrived at Nyang Nyang Beach, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful beaches. So let's check it out. To get there, it's quite a walk.
Honestly though, this hill is quite hectic. It's a very steep hill to get down to the beach. I'm not looking forward to walking up it later. The hill continues. Sure, it's long.
So Nyang Nyang Beach is a white sandy beach surrounded by dramatic cliffs and lush greenery. It's less touristic, and if you are an experienced surfer, this might be the beach for you. So we've just arrived at Nyang Nyang Beach and we basically had to do like a 10-minute hike down. It is really steep. It's not the best looking beach, but it is more secluded and a lot less tourists, so it doesn't feel so crowded. Perhaps we came at the wrong time. It's currently 2 p.m. and the tide is really low. The shoreline is basically covered with moss and rocks, which looks quite uncomfortable to walk over. But there are these cute little rock pools that you can take a dip in, or if you prefer, you can sunbathe on the beach. And then if you're hungry or thirsty, there's a really cute cafe just built up behind us where you can get beverages, snacks, whatever, and the view is stunning. But let's hop over to the next beach. Or rather, our favorite beach in Uluwatu. So welcome to Dreamland Beach.
is such a beautiful beach. I love it.
This beach is a favorite for surfers chasing powerful waves, but also the perfect spot to just chill, sunbathe, and even people watch. It does get really busy, especially around sunset, but the energy here is what makes it really, really fun. And who doesn't love a beautiful sunset on a stunning beach?
I think it's time for a sunset swim. Let's go!
So that was a really beautiful swim, but I definitely got knocked over by a few too many waves. A lot of water went up my nose, but it was worth it. The water is absolutely stunning.
And if the surfing's not for you, you can relax at the restaurant on the beach, just admiring the view. And later, when the sun sets, enjoy a private DJ beach party right on the beach. So the best way of getting around Uluwatu is by scooter. You can either rent a scooter if you feel comfortable or have experience, or if you're like us with no scooter experience, you can get a Grab or Gojek, which is basically like Uber bike. You just hop on the back, you have a driver, and you can admire the views while being a passenger princess.
Uluwatu is really not a walkable city. You'll have to take grabs between beaches, between restaurants, so we definitely recommend downloading the Grab app or the Gojek app.
So yeah, just a heads up, traffic is really hectic and it can be quite scary on the roads. But don't worry, Grab is super easy to use. You just download the app on your phone, you call a Grab bike, send it the location you want to go, basically just like Uber. And then you hop on the bike and there we go.
So speaking of Grab, it's time to call one and head on to the next spot. Welcome to Ubud. Located right in the heart of Bali, Ubud is tucked away in the jungle and surrounded by rice terraces, waterfalls, and temples. It's the island's cultural hub, where you'll find markets, yoga retreats, and that peaceful spiritual vibe which Bali is so famous for.
Today, we've just arrived in Ubud. So we're staying at Gusta House and Villa, and it's a very cute little villa. Basically, we're sharing with one other family. We have a private room, but we'll show you. So let's go have a look. So over here, they have a cute little restaurant. You can order breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's so nice and peaceful. And they have some delicious food. We already had a welcome drink, and it was a watermelon juice, and it was so good.
So let us show you where we're staying. So this is like a villa that has 3 rooms and a shared kitchen at the bottom over there. And we are staying upstairs, so we'll take you there now. But we also have access to this private pool. How cool! How relaxing does this look?
All right, and we are staying upstairs in the villa, so let's go have a look at our room. Come over here. So this is just the hallway. It's so nice and big. Then over here is our suite. We have a nice big bed, we have a table, we have an aircon, and we even have a nice big bathtub. For a nice relaxing bath after a day of exploring waterfalls. We're gonna need it. We already did 300 flights of stairs this week, so. And then over here, we have a nice balcony, so we can sit outside. So this place is honestly so nice, and we only spent $16 each per night for this beautiful villa. Worth it. However, it is a bit removed from Ubud Central, but we actually prefer that because then we won't get stuck in traffic when we want to do all our adventures. Think smart.
Okay, but let's go find something to eat. We are so hungry. It's already almost 3 p.m. and we haven't had lunch. So we're going to head to the center of Ubud now. We're going to take a Grab bike and we're going to a cafe called Blend Cafe, which is supposedly one of the best places to have smoothie bowls because we're still on the hunt for that perfect smoothie bowl. So here's Blend Cafe and the cute street.
Their menu. Look how extravagant that looks. Wow.
Our smoothie bowls have arrived. This one is an acai bowl with your berries. There's some chia seed pudding, oats, and then this is a blueberry and peanut butter one with chocolate chips. Delish. That's good.
Look at that attention to detail. Wow. And super tasty. I think we'd give these smoothie bowls a 9 out of 10.
We've just had our smoothie bowls and now we've decided to come for a nice relaxing massage. We're getting a traditional Balinese massage for 90 minutes at this little spa.
So we actually stumbled across this massage place by accident, but oh my goodness, it was so good. This is what the room looked like, and at the end of the massage, they kindly give you some fresh fruits and fresh ginger tea, which is actually just such a nice treat for after a massage. And if there's one authentic place we would recommend coming for a massage, it is definitely this one.
Wow, that was the best massage I've ever had in my entire life.
I know, I actually don't even have words.
Those 90 minutes went so fast, and just, oh, every moment of it was so good. It was so relaxing. That lady, and she had a man actually.
I had a man masseuse.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
That was 10 out of 10. We're gonna have to do that again. Like, we're gonna have to.
That was 11 out of 10.
And that was only 200,000 IDR for a 90-minute full body massage. And it was the best experience of my life.
Like, we highly recommend that place. We'll
Yeah.
put the name on the screen, but that was absolutely amazing.
10 out of 10.
So now we're on our way to go and get some Italian food for dinner.
Yes, we need a break from Balinese food just because we did a cooking class yesterday and we've been eating the same food for like every meal of the day for the last 3 days. So we need some Italian food.
So let's go to dinner. So we've come to L'Osteria Pizza and Cucina.
Cucina
For
means
dinner.
cousin in Italian.
Say again?
Cucina means cousin in Italian.
Oh, Cucina. And there the pizzas are being made. Delish. So we ordered a pizza and a pasta, ciao pepe,
Yeah.
which is our favorite, which we had in Italy.
It smells good.
Let's give it a try. That is so good.
It's giving Italy. Ooh, is it good? It's really good.
Good morning guys, it's day 2 in Ubud and today we are at the famous Telagalang rice fields. We are going to do something super exciting and do the zip lining across the rice fields. We're not going to do the Bali swing because we feel like it's maybe a little bit touristic and gets busy and they're quite loud, hey? But anyways, nevertheless, let's go check it out.
So yesterday we actually visited the biggest rice field in Bali.
About an hour and a half from Ubud lies Jatului, the largest rice terrace in Bali. Covering over 600 hectares, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a stunning example of Bali's ancient subak irrigation system. For a small entrance fee of 50,000 rupiah, you can walk or cycle through the lush green fields and take in some of the most breathtaking views on the island. This is absolutely something you must see, and it's even better knowing that the money goes towards supporting the local farmers and preserving this incredible landscape. But
Today we've come to the more touristic, popular rice terraces. So let's see which one is actually worth visiting. This one or the biggest one in Bali?
the first thing you'll notice about this rice terrace is that it feels a lot busier and more touristic. And by 10 a.m. there are already queues of people waiting to buy tickets. The price to enter this rice terrace depends on the package that you buy. For instance, you can buy a package including a zipline experience, a sky bike, or the Bali swing experience. But typically the prices range between 200 and 300,000 IDR. And while this rice terrace feels a lot more crowded than Jatului, there are a lot of exciting things to do. You can either rent a beautiful dress and take stunning photos on the Bali swing, or take advantage of the cute photo spots spotted around the rice terrace, or if you're an adventure lover like us, strap into a harness and zip line over the gorgeous, lush rice terraces.
We're having some lunch and a drink overlooking the terraces. Because it's hot, there's a lot of people, and we are hungry.
It's hot.
Honestly, both Telegalan and Jataluwi offer unique yet amazing experiences, and it's difficult to recommend only one. If you have time, we highly recommend visiting both and getting the adventure and authentic rice terrace experience.
So it's now 1:30 p.m. and we are finished at the Bali swims. It is so hot and we are about to get a grab to the next spot, which is to drive ATVs. So let's go.
So another adventure activity that you should do in Ubud is riding ATVs. There are many different companies where you can book this through, but we are going through Kuba Adventures. From riding through rice terraces, through the jungle and past waterfalls, this experience is absolutely worth every single penny.
So far, that first bit was really narrow and bumpy, like you can't hold the phone and you have to focus so much. That was intense, but now it looks like we're going to drive through rice terraces, which is going to be a smoother ride. Yay! Flat road! Finally! Woo!
And they give us lunch after we have finished, and it's included in the tour package.
So it's our last morning in Ubud and we've decided to stop by for some delicious pastries at one of Ubud's most popular cafes. This place is called 7 AM Bakers and they honestly have the best looking freshly baked goods.
So look at what we've got here. We've got like a creme brulee vanilla bean pastry. This is an almond chocolate pastry. There's chocolate stuff in the middle. This is a crookie, so it's a cookie and pastry. And then this is the famous Dubai pistachio chocolate black croissant.
Okay, let's try the creme brulee vanilla bean. Look at that.
No, so look at the pistachio.
Wow.
Really goes up my.
And a quick coffee before hitting the road. After 2 days exploring and adventuring around Ubud, we're heading north into the mountains. About a 2-hour drive from Ubud lies Munduk, a quiet mountainous village tucked away in the hills of Bali. Munduk is often described as Ubud before the crowds, a peaceful mountain escape surrounded by waterfalls, rice terraces, and coffee plantations. The air is cooler up here, the pace is slower, and it feels like stepping into a totally different side of Bali. And Munduk is home to some of the friendliest people you'll meet on the island. It's not as touristy as the south, but that's exactly what makes it so special. So come along with us as we explore and discover why Munduk is one of Bali's true hidden gems.
So we have just arrived at our homestay. It's called 80 Homestay and it has the most beautiful views. Look at this. Wow. This is the little outside area and we'll have breakfast here in the morning.
So this is our room. It's really basic, but so cute and comfortable and spacious.
Yeah.
And we also have a private bathroom.
This homestay is owned by the sweetest family who deserve every bit of support. So this is the owners of the homestay, Dian and Ilu. Hello! and they make the most delicious welcome drinks.
So we've just had our delicious breakfast while overlooking our gorgeous views at our homestay. Now it's time to go waterfall hiking. So we have a map and there's a lot of waterfalls to see. So we're going to see how many we can actually get to today. So the route actually typically takes about 4 hours apparently, and it includes 4 waterfalls. So let's go hiking! Yay! So peaceful. So we're a bit lost. Yeah. We thought we were going down to the waterfalls, but now the map's just saying we're like in the complete opposite direction. And now we have to walk right back up the steep hill. So yeah, we're like 2.3 k's in and we have not yet found the waterfall.
We can see the first waterfall.
Wow.
So now we think we're on the way to Mellentine Waterfall, finally.
To get to Mellentine Waterfall, you have to buy a ticket. 20,000 for adults and 10,000 for children. You guys, this was a lot of stairs, like 500 stairs, ChatGPT said. Can feel it in my legs, but we can see the waterfall in the distance. So we are here by the waterfall. It's very breezy and windy, and it's so beautiful. So we are about to make it to waterfall number 2, Lebuhan Kiba Waterfall. To buy tickets for this waterfall as well, and it's also 20,000. This waterfall is definitely a lot busier. We are making our way to the 3rd waterfall of the day. It is called Red Coral, but it's also known as the Munduk waterfall. So yeah, I think it's maybe the most popular one here, but we're here quite late. It's now past 4 p.m, so don't think it'll be too busy. So this waterfall is a bit more expensive than the others, 45,000 compared to 20. Woo! It's the Red Coral waterfall! Well, it's definitely not too crowded, but that's probably because it's almost dark outside. So we're actually the only 2 people here, and it's actually really nice.
But now it's time to head to the last waterfall.
And waterfall number 4 is Balong Waterfall, 100 meters this way. So it's now 4:30 and it's already getting quite dark. We found the gate and it's another 20,000 rupiah per person. And this doggo is following us. Oh, sweetie. So we found it and we were escorted by that little dog. It's quite late, so it's quite dark. This is maybe the smallest waterfall out of the 4. And now we're on our way back to the homestay, which is about a 1.7 kilometer walk. And I'm dead.
So we've been hiking for about 4 hours and we've done 7 kilometers with 523 meter elevation gain.
Wow!
It's a lot of stairs. Cute, why did the chicken cross the road? Because he wanted to hike with us.
After all that walking, we have worked up an appetite. So we've booked a cooking class at one of Munduk's most local and authentic cooking schools. And we've decided to go with Warung Madei's Munduk cooking class. We've got our aprons on and we're actually doing the cooking class with 2 friends that we made while traveling around Indonesia. So first things first, we have a quick introduction to the menu and the ingredients that we're going to be using.
So in this cooking class, we're making 4 dishes. The first dish is a soup of young papaya and peanuts. Then we're going to be making a mashed potato fritter. Then we're making Balinese crepes filled with grated coconut and palm sugar. But the main course is actually a vegetable curry. And you can also get a chicken menu or a fish menu, but we're all vegetarian, so that's why we're doing the vegetarian dishes.
We're starting with the sauce. Very good job. The paste is coming along. We just got it started. Yeah.
They did the hard work.
They did the hard work.
And now to get the soup on the boil and adding in some young papaya.
Got our paste, coriander, got our egg ready.
Half?
Yes.
And this is the mixture for the potato fritters.
And turn with flat. Okay, like this. After that, fried until golden brown.
It is time to fry the potato fritters.
So you put it on the side and let it slide in.
And while the potato fritters are frying, we are now making the paste and getting the vegetables ready for the curry.
The potato fritters are ready.
Wow, golden delicious. We are tasting the potato fritters and they are delicious.
Did this already have salt? Very fast. Okay.
Ooh, that looks good. Green coconut milk for the curry.
It smells so good.
Onto the dessert, we have coconut and palm sugar. Pandan.
Pandan leaf. Yeah,
Pandan
leaf. You can mix and cook.
And now it's time to make the green crepes, or as they like to say it, the green crab.
Whoa!
I think I put it on the same side.
Oh my gosh.
The same thing.
Yay!
Close. Oh, good.
And our main dish is here. This is our curry and our potato fritters. We also have a whole thing of rice and salad. These chips, you know, the Balinese crunchy chips. So yeah. Hey, look at all these peanuts. Roasted them ourselves, kind of. Mmm. It's good. Time for a taste test.
Okay, let's try it. It's really nice. So the inside is not too sweet. And then the outside, the actual crepe, tastes a bit leafy. Obviously from the leaf.
From the pandan.
And then we've put some chocolate sauce, which just adds that bit of sweetness to
Yeah.
the sweetness.
So all in all, this cooking class was a lot of fun and we highly recommend doing it. It cost around $16 per person, and of course you leave there with a full tummy and good memories. And we honestly couldn't recommend Mede's cooking class enough. So is Bali worth visiting in 2025? Absolutely, but with a little balance. Yes, the traffic can be overwhelming and the crowds are definitely there. But the beauty of the island and the richness of its culture make it so worth experiencing. We'd recommend visiting some of Bali's lesser visited gems, like Munduk, where you can immerse yourself in authentic Balinese culture away from the touristic charm. Either way, Bali still has something special for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for future content. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Bye besties!